Welcome back. This is Jay Pierre at Websites for Beginners, and this is our course cut up into various sections on LifterLMS. If you are like me, and what I do a lot, I work with people who send their employees for training, and they pay for it. And one of the things that they all want is some proof that my employee has completed the training. And that is usually a certificate, mostly just a certificate of completion or attendance, because you cannot really give a certificate of competency. Those certificates are very important. It gives people something to show that they've done it. As well, if you work with a difficult financial department, it's proof to them that this person has completed it. So you need to learn how to work with certificates. It's something you're going to run into. Someone is going to ask you, hey, Heather, don't you have certificates? And just like we had worked with achievement engagements, I'm going to show you how to do certificates engagements. Before we jump into the certificates, remember to go over to Websites for Beginners if you haven't touched anything on LifterLMS. Click on the tutorials button and go to LifterLMS, and you will find the same videos like we have here on YouTube here, nicely spaced out for you. So make sure to follow it from the top to the bottom. If you have not touched it at all, it will help you to progressively get better at this beast. Or if you already know and you're just looking for something specific like certificates, go ahead and let's dive into that. Here I have my site. I go into WordPress backend, and we're going to get certificates at the same place where we got our achievements. And that's here on the left sidebar, engagements and certificates. Just like achievements, you create a certificate, how it will look, how it will print. It's a design. And then after you have created it, you will assign to it an engagement and condition, a trigger, when that certificate will be delivered. And in my opinion, you're only going to really send out a certificate when somebody completes a course, right? You're not going to send them a certificate when they enroll, like, hey, congratulations, achievement of completion. You're only going to do that at the end when a course is finished. Your certificates is then just one engagement per course per student. First, let's set it up. Click on certificates, click on add certificate, and let's look at the default, what's going on here. I'll call it default LifterLMS. Let's publish it over here, and I'll immediately click here on preview changes to take us to the front end so you can see what's going on here. You've got a certificate, and then here you have a LifterLMS logo. Not ideal, not something that you want to use. So this is just a default showing you how the certificate will look. Your challenge will come in how you are going to add the content in the middle. And you're going to do that with the WordPress, let's call it the classic editor. And that's how you will be building it out. It's going to be trial and error, but once you get it locked down in the future for other courses, you just duplicate it and do the same. So what do I mean by trial and error? Let's use this standard one first, and then I show you later how to bring in your own certificate. Go back here, and I'm going to leave this one open so that we can see how it will look. The first thing is you have to give your certificate a title. And as I said, one is certificate of attendance, but in this case, certificate of completion is a good certificate to issue online. You have no idea whether this person is competent. You cannot give them a competency certificate. So you can say completion. Let me see, spelling is correct. And here is the image that LifterLMS comes by default, and you can see upload. We'll work on that. Over here, this is where the meat is going to be happening. You're going to do that with your own text. You can even bring in images, and you're going to combine it with merge codes. Now, usually for newcomers just like me, if you come to a section like this and you click on it and you see, you kind of get flabbergasted. You're like, you know what, I'm not going to do it. And you walk away. Take a few minutes, breathe in deeply, and let me show you how you're going to do it. You want to have a certificate, and you're going to think of those things that are static. Now, static text is the text on a certificate that you can print before the time. It will not change. This certificate, for example, this certificate awarded to, and then under this, so let's add an enter, return. Under this, you're going to add the name of the person who had completed the course. Of course, this is dynamic. When it keeps changing, then it's dynamic. This part, static, this part, dynamic. That's how you have to start thinking about static. It doesn't move. Dynamic, it changes. When it is dynamic, you go to merge codes and you are looking for student name. That's the name of the student. Click on merge codes and look here, student first name, student last name. So you have to combine these two to create a name. Let's click on student first name, give it a space, and then go to student last name. Let's update it and then click again on preview changes to see how it looks now currently. Certificate of completion, the certificate awarded to Heather Scott, right? So this is what we've got here. So that certificate of completion is what we've got down here. If you don't want the certificate title to appear, delete it, update it. And the reason why I would delete it, it's just too big, as simple as that. Let's go to the front and refresh, and that's gone. So what you will do now is you have to work a little bit with styling. The reason that title is so big is set to H1, and the H1 is drawn from your theme. So that's a kind of a problem. If your H1 is doing all your site's styling, you don't want to mess with this. So what we'll do here is we'll go this certificate awarded to, and I'm going to click here and make it H2. And then first name, I'll even make that H2 as well. Let's center align everything. I'll just select it and put it center align. And then what I'll do here at the top is I'll add just a space. And let's see, update. Preview the changes. And you see now it's starting to shape out. So what we can do here, I'm just going to add another enter return at the top to make sure we are adding some space there. You can also do that with breaks if you know how to do that. And now we are starting to build it out. This certificate awarded to Heather Scott. And then over here for completing a course in. And then you can type the name of the course. This was, let's say, Be the Dragon. I'm guessing it's that one, Be the Dragon. And then here on, and then after that, merge codes. We look for the date, earned date. Let's put all of these guys in the middle. And I'm going to probably add some space here for completing a course in. Let's put this one, Be the Dragon. I'll put that also on H2. And then for the date, I'll put that on H3. Let's see if this looks respectable. Preview changes. And there we've got a certificate. Please remember, this is not a work of art, and it's not intended to be a work of art. If you want it to look stunning, you'll have to basically do this manually. You go into Photoshop or Illustrator, or whichever editor you use, you go and create nice looking certificates and you mail it to people manually later on. There's nothing preventing you from doing that. But if you want to generate these easy automatic certificates for them, this is how you're going to do it. And like I said, it's a little bit of trial and error. And once you get it, you just lock it in and we say update. How can we change the certificate border? To do that, you have to upload it. Before we do that, let's talk about the size, the dimensions of this certificate. To set it, go to LifterLMS, select settings, and you will see up here, it says engagements. Click on the engagements, and when you scroll down, you will get to certificate settings. It gives you the image width in pixels, and then also the image height. Now, currently it's set to 800 by 600. If you want a different aspect ratio here, then you simply type it in. It is best to do this from the very beginning and not later on. It may screw up your certificate rendering. Or if you, do it, just click here on regenerate your thumbnails. What I'll do is, just for interest's sake and practicing, I'm going to put in here 900, and for this one, I'm going to make it 600, so a little bit more of a landscape. Then I'll say Save Changes. Let's go to the front, refresh this one. And you're not going to see changes happening because it's still using the old one. Let's go then, and we go back to our certificates, and we quickly bring in our own. So I'll go back to the default LifterLMS one that I've been using. Click on that. And then I will click here on upload image. Now I have to remember, have I uploaded it? Not yet. I drag and drop my certificate. Okay, there we go. Choose certificate. Brings it in. Update. Preview changes. And look at that. I've just changed it. Bing, bada, boom. And we have our own custom certificate. Unfortunately, if you want to do this kind of thing, you have to go and do it by yourself. You have to find online stock areas where you can bring in certificates. But I'm pretty sure you're going to find a bunch of sites that's going to give you standard certificates for free as well. That's it. So here you can print it, you can save it, and your students are very happy. But wait a minute, how do they get it? The same way we had given achievements is the same way we are going to award certificates. And that is via an engagement. Let's go to the back. So we've created the certificate. If we click here on certificates, we're going to see our default LifterLMS certificate appears here. Before we create an engagement, remember, when do we give people a certificate? When they complete a course. So when we are engaging, when we are interacting with the student on this certificate is when they have completed the course. That is what you have to keep in mind. Click on engagements and we will see the previous ones we had created for achievements. You're going to add an engagement for the certificate here as well. The way you know it is different to achievements is under type. This one says award and achievement, and for certificate, it's going to mention certificates. So let's click add engagement. And then we're going to call this our default course certificate. What is going to trigger this event? When somebody finishes their course. So click here on student creates a new account. No, student completes a course. So you can see there are many engagements. You look for that one, student completes a course. It's really the only time I think you are going to award a certificate for someone. Student completes a course and then select a course. It's going to give you the list of courses that you have, and we look for Be the Dragon at work. Okay, that's at work. We just have Be the Dragon. Engagement is going to be award a certificate. And then select an engagement. Click here, and we only have one certificate. So basically this engagement type will tell this one what to look for. So we click here on default LifterLMS. Everything is nicely done. And then engagement delay. You can leave it open to award this certificate as the person completes their course. Or if you want to award this certificate, let's say only a week later or a month later, maybe you need to process payment or something like that. You want to have a little bit of a delay, you add the number of days in here. Otherwise, if you want it to be issued immediately, leave it empty. And actually, I was thinking about why on earth would you want to delay it? And this is all about conversion, engagement, and making sure you have a customer that returns. If a person finishes a course and you issue everything at that moment, your relationship with that individual basically comes to an end. But if you set up engagements that happen after the course, like a week or 2 weeks or a month later, maybe sending them a little promo, then you are still converting that person for more business in the future. And that's what we will talk about in coming video when we talk about email engagements, where you send them emails, giving them offers, and letting them know about other courses. You can add all of that to a specific course and then delay it with a specific day. In this case, we're only dealing with the certificate. So publish it. And let's see how that is going to work for our good friend. Here I go, and let me log into the site as a student. I click here on student area. That gives me the opportunity to log in again. Takes us to our dashboard, and here are the courses that I'm currently enrolled in. However, I have created that one for Be the Dragon. So what we'll do here is we go to online courses to go and have a look at this, and then I'll have to enroll in Be the Dragon at work first. Because I'm already logged in, and because this is free, if I click here on enroll today, it's just going to automatically enroll me into this course. And it's going to give me the notification course enrollment success. As I start with this get started, it's going to start the course for me. And the course content is going to look very similar because we cloned these sites previously. I'll just go down here to the bottom, mark complete. And as I click mark complete, you see no notification appears at the top. We deactivated those notifications in the previous video on achievements. That's why they're not appearing there. But what you need to do is you need to set up achievement engagements for this course. I'll go through this, and what we want to achieve here is just to mark all of these guys complete, go through all these courses, get to the end, get our certificate, give it to finance, let them pay, and I can get my promotion, if it were that easy, right? And as I click mark complete, you will see there mark complete here in the sidebar on the right. This is maroon dragon, then red dragon, and finally we get to the violet dragon. As I click mark complete, this certificate awarded to JP Palacier Be the Dragon on 23 May 2020. That's an ugly certificate. Of course, it doesn't look like that. So to get access to your certificate, you go to your student area or your dashboard. Click here, student area, which is the dashboard. And then as I scroll down, you're going to see over here, these are my achievements that I have gotten earlier. And then under that, my certificates appear here. My certificates, 23 May 2020. Click on that, and it's going to open that certificate that we had created. Ta-da! Print and save it. Downloads as HTML. You can open it again and print it. That's how you set up certificates. I recommend you create a certificate for each and every course, even if you think it's corny, even if you think it doesn't mean anything, because a lot of people do. It's a good proof of completion for the people who attended your course. It also makes them give them some closure that the course is over. Thanks for joining and supporting the channel. Next video coming up soon. See you and stay safe. This is JP signing off.